Okeana Islands, Yakwe from the Marshall Islands, Yorana from Tahiti, Kiora from New Zealand, Kia Yorana, Cook Islands, Maloa Lele from the Kingdom of Tonga, and Talofa from the islands of Samoa. Yeah, it's good to see everybody back here. This is the Ukulele Dad and School Talk Story program, but I'm glad that you made it today. And my name is Ukulele Dad, also known as Dr. T and sometimes Victor. But aloha to all of you out there. It is definitely a pleasure to see all of you today. And today we are going to talk about, yes, the islands of Fiji. So I have my flag here. Yes, isn't that a nice flag there? But to my friend, Mr. Ben Raju, I say Bula. And also I wanted to mention that staff member Sharma is headed back to see the islands. I don't think Sharma's been back there in a long time. So Sharma, have a good trip and say hello to all of our friends there. And I think I might have mentioned last time we attended the Asian Pacific Islander celebration at the LA Galaxy soccer match. Yes, in Carson, California. And yes, met some nice people from Fiji too. They were dancing and playing the drum. They were part of the Fiji Airways group that sponsors the LA Galaxy. So, yeah, Bula, pleasure to meet all of you. And again, it was good to be with all of you. But Fiji is one of the islands in Melanesia. There are more than 300 islands, and 110 of the 300 are inhabited. And some of the islands are Viti Levu, and let me see, in Vanua Levu, and the population is 936,000, and 37.59% of the population are of Indian descent. So tourism, of course, as well as sugar. These are some of the major industries. And it is, again, near the islands of Vanuatu, which is in Melanesia, also not far from Tonga and Samoa. So, again, to my friend Ben Raju and everybody else out there, we say Bula to you, Bula Vinaka. Glad that you are our friends there. Now, everybody, we've got a few more things to share with you, but I did want to mention that I was at the Pacific Island Ethnic Art Museum in Long Beach, California. A very important museum because this is the only museum in America that is solely Pacific Islander. Yeah, how about that? But I was there and I said hello to Sam. Good to see you, Sam. And we sang the Hafa song when I was there with Sam. But I also met with my friend Rudy over at the other museum, which is across the street, the Museum of Latin American Art. So good to meet with you, Rudy, yesterday. But yeah, that's what's been happening. But we've got a few things I wanted to share with you today before we dive into our most important topic, which is, yes, ukulele class. But everybody, let me see here. Let's take a look at that, and here we go. So you should be seeing Enpine's Facebook group here. And right down here, we have this week's Enpine e-news. So let's click on that and see what we get. Yeah, it looks nice. Very nice, Megan. Thank you so much. But again, this talks about all the many things we've been doing during the Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month this past month. And we recognize the countries of Southeast Asia and also the islands of Micronesia here. And we've recognized all of the other islands in the last few weeks here. We also participated in the LA County Office of Education's Asian Pacific Heritage Group celebration. It was good to see Mr. Ben Raju, Alicia Magafna, And I was also part of the keynote panel. Yeah, how about that? But it was great to talk about, again, the islands of the Pacific. And I thank Dr. Soon Hee and her committee for, again, featuring us. It was good to see Long Beach Jordan High School, Paramount High School, and Luff Elementary School from Missouri who were featured in this celebration. We had videos, and also we saw the California Credit Union branch manager and vice president Martha Maldonado. And the California Credit Union, they are good friends, everybody. But yeah, that's what's been happening there. And our Falana Ala guest speaker program, we're up to 1,443 students. And it's been great. Been great to be part of that. And we recently had a congressman and retired president of the University of Guam, Robert Underwood, was one of our speakers. So we'll get back to you on that soon because I wanted to share that with you. But we visited many schools out there. Again, congratulations to our Island Garad friends out in the Inland Empire, to Francine as well as Audrey May. You did great, so thank you. Now, coming up in another week or so is the deadline for the N-Pine Awards for the school community. So make sure you get your awards in. And we recently had our Lesona Ukulele class at Ohana Hawaiian Barbecue. Had 7 of us were there. And we're going to be there again tonight. And we will be streaming on Twitch, everybody. And congratulations to Dr. Lorianne Leota, who just received her doctorate from Antioch University. Be safe out there. A lot of good tips in our newsletter about how to be safe, getting your vaccines. And yes, I think finally we're going to share some birthday greetings with all of you. But let me see if there's anything else to look at here. I think we pretty much covered it. Yep. So take a look at the N-Pine website. Here is how you can register for N-Pine's 23rd annual conference at Hayward High School. So take a look at that. Got a nice flyer there and even a QR code. All right. So take a look at that on our website. And I think the other things we have talked about it pretty much. Yeah. So again, a lot of information for all of you. But let us take a look because we do have some birthdays here. And let me see here. Yes. So we got to get out our birthday greeting thing here. Where is it? Yeah, right here. So happy birthday to the following. Dr. Alfred Flores, who's a great N-Pine supporter, and he's a professor at Harvey Mudd College. Dr. Rochelle Toussard, who was my assistant director at the LA County Office of Education. Alicia McGoffna, just elected to the N-Pine board, and she's also a principal at the Odyssey STEM Academy, City of Lakewood, and the Paramount Unified School District. Hema Ball, a great supporter. Dennis Pakenkop, he was just on our website there, one of our golfers. He is one of our honorary golf chairs. Dr. Samara Suafoa just got her doctorate, works for LAUSD. Vivian Hansen, N-Pine honorary board member. Falepule Ki Tali, who's our N-Pine Midwest chapter treasurer. Megan Blanco Esquire, who's an N-Pine mentor. Dan Taulapapa McMullen, N-Pine supporter. Nona Palmer, a former N-Pine staff member, now emeritus. And Dr. Diana Fa'atai, Carson High School principal. There's a lot of birthdays. Yeah. All right. So here we go, everybody. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, everybody. All right. Well, one last thing I wanted to mention, and I'm going to share this with all of you. Today is what is known as D-Day. And I want you to read up on it. I'm definitely not an expert in all of these things, but it is called D-Day. This was the invasion of France. Some of you may have heard of the Normandy beach on June 6, 1944. So this is the 80th anniversary. And this gentleman is Leonard Leo Zerlin. He just turned 100. He lives in Thousand Oaks, California. And he was a U.S. Army Air Corps turret gunner on a B-26, the first American to meet French families after the Normandy beach invasion. So again, we thank all those that sacrificed their lives, and many did give their lives in that day. But we appreciate all of you and all that you do to support America. Thank you so much. All right, now it is time, friends, for ukulele class. So please get out your ukulele. You're going to need that. This is a nice one that Kalani gave to me. Yeah. Mahalo, Kalani, for this nice instrument. And we're going to take a look at our music here. We've got two songs. One we did last week, which was Stand By Me. So we will do that again. And the other one we're going to do today is He's Got the Whole World in His Hands, because Juneteenth is coming up on June 19th, everybody. So I want everybody to be ready for that. Get your song ready. Okay. Juneteenth was the day in America when everybody finally realized that slavery was over. Yeah, because word didn't travel too fast in those days. So the first song we're going to learn for Juneteenth is called He's Got the Whole World in His Hands. Now, the African American people, they have many what they call traditional spirituals, which they would sing. And these were songs they would sing to give them hope. They were people of faith. So again, they sang many of these songs. But it's interesting because some of the songs had some hidden messages for the slaves in those days. So very interesting. Okay, friends, now with our right hand is what we strum the ukulele. And the strum consists of this. Down, I usually use my thumb, but you can use your fingers. I go down, up. That is what we call one strum. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. That is what they call a strum, everybody. And then our left hand, this is what we use to put on the ukulele. So look at your fingers, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then here on the ukulele, we have what we call the fret. This is the section of the ukulele. So fret 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So I'm going to teach you where to put your fingers here. This is called the C chord. That is the name of the chord. And you'll see we have string number 1, which is the one closest to me. It's called the G string. String number 2 is the C string. String number 3 is the E string. String number 4 is the A string, everybody. Okay. So it's kind of like an opera there, but those are the names of the strings, everybody, and of the notes. So we have fret 1, 2, 3, and 4. So your third finger goes on string 4, fret number 3. So again, look at your third finger, string 4, fret number 3, and let's strum it. All right, you're strumming, everybody. You're playing ukulele. Good. I knew you can do it. And finally, our next chord is a little harder, but this is called the G7 chord. So first finger is on string 3, second string 2, and third is on string number 4. Fret 1 and fret 2. So you're using 2 frets for G7, okay? All right, everybody. So first finger string 3, second string 2, third string 4 forms what we call the triangle. Okay, everybody. All right. So I'm sure everybody found their music there, but if you didn't find it, look at the Ukulele Dad Facebook page, and that's where you'll find the music. So this is, again, He's got the whole world in his hands. So we're going to play C. So C, we strum it twice. C. Then G7, we strum twice. Then we strum C 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, G7, C. One more time. C, G7, C. Keep going. He's got the whole world in his hands. 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 He's got the itty bitty baby in his hands. He's got the itty bitty baby in his hands. He's got the itty bitty baby in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Keep going. Verse 3. He's got the wind and the rain in his hands. He's got the wind and the rain in his hands. He's got the wind and the rain in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got you and me, brother, in his hands. He's got you and me, sister, in his hands. He's got everybody here in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Verse 5, he's got everybody here in his hands. He's got everybody here in his hands. He's got everybody here in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. The ending C2, G7, 2, C2, 3, 4, C2, G7, 2, C, G7, C. So the very ending, we had 3 single strums. C, G7, C. Again, C, G7, C. So it's a good idea in the ending to just kind of slow that down there at the end. That makes it easier to play. All right, good job, everybody. That was our first song. Again, this is a nice song for us because only 2 chords and pretty good. All right, so you can do it. Now, I will mention further in the program, but tonight we will be streaming on Twitch at the Ohana Hawaiian Barbecue in the city of Lakewood. So we will be on tonight, 7 p.m. Pacific time, but please watch us. And we're going to call people out of the audience to come up and play for us. So that'll be fun. Okay. Now, we've got one more song here for you, everybody. And we did work on this last week, so I'm sure everybody can remember everything, right? But that song is called Stand By Me. And this was a song we selected because it's a song that reminds us of those that support us, and it can definitely refer to fathers. Okay, Stand By Me. So, so this is another song that we wanted to share with you. Now, the good news is we've already learned 2 of the chords. So they are, C is one of them, okay? And then the other one is G7, everybody, okay? So again, C and G7 are the 2 chords here, okay? So don't forget those. And we've got a few more we're going to learn. And again, I hope you remember from last time because it'll make it a little easier for you. But if not, or you weren't here, that's okay. Our first one is called the A minor chord. And our first finger is on string 1, fret number 2. So let's try it. A minor, first finger, string 1, fret 2. That is A minor. That sounds a little creepy, huh? Okay. All right, this is probably the hardest one. The next one is the D7. So I have what I call the simple D7. First finger is on string 1 and second is on string 3, fret 2. So let's try it. First finger, string 1, fret 2. second finger string 3, fret 2. That is D7. Now, this is the complicated D7, so it's your choice. You can use simple or complicated. Complicated is, again, first finger goes all the way across fret 2, okay? And then our second finger is on fret 3, string 4, okay? So let's try it. So first finger all the way across fret 2, second finger string 4. All right, that is D7 complicated. So your choice again there, you can do the simple version or you can do the complicated version, whichever works for you, okay? All right. Two more. We've got the F chord, which isn't bad. First finger is on string 3, fret 1, and second finger string 1, fret 2. So it kind of comes on an angle. So let's try it. First finger string 3, second finger string 1, F. Good. Now, I'm sure all of you can remember the G7, right? So this is important because now you're going to do the upside down G7, okay? So let's look at that. We've got G and G7. So as you can see, G is upside down from G7. So let's try G. First finger is on string 2, fret 2. Second finger string 4, fret 2. And third finger is on string 3, fret 3. All right, everybody. So let's try G. Good. Well, you've got a lot of chords to put in the old brain there, so keep working on them. And that really is how I would practice. Always take time to review your chords, everybody. So in this song, Stand By Me, we start off with D7, and then G7, and then C, okay? And let me see. And then the ending, we have D7, G7, C, 2, 3, 4, D7, G7, C, 2, 3, 4, then D7, G7, C, 2, 3. So it kind of ends on a single strum there at the end. But the rest of this song, again, this was one we did last week if you were here. It is not too bad. So let's try it. Let's play the introduction 2 times because I want you to get used to that, and then we'll play the song. Again, Stand By Me by Ben E. King. Okay, here we go. Here we go. D7, G7, C. One more time. D7, G7, C. Here we go. When the night has come and the land dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, stand by me. stand by me. Oh, stand by me, stand by me. So darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me, stand by me. The ending. G7, G7, C2, 3, 4, G7, G7, C2, 3. Okay, you did it. Good job. Yeah, you notice at the end I kind of slowed it down there a little bit too. So, yeah, that's a good thing to do in music sometimes. All right, everybody. Well, that's it for ukulele class portion of our show. Got a few more things to share, but good job, everybody. Good job. Just keep a strumming out there. And again, if you can join us tonight, you can strum along with us too. Now, this is time for what we call the self-care Talanoa. Talanoa means a talk story. And you see up here in the chat, it says calhope.org. And there's also the 833-317-HOPE number, the 415-609-2018 number. So these are numbers to call if you just need to talk story with somebody, need some help. And this 988 number, very important. If things just are not going too well at all, make sure you dial 988. But yeah, let me just share some Talanoa with you related to what we can do to help one another. Well, this is an important one. We all could use more of that. I went running this morning out at Senator Lada Linear Park in Linwood, California. I was out there running. Yep, I used to be the assistant principal at Linwood High School, so it was good to be back in the neighborhood there. But yeah, I came home after running 45 minutes. I'm tired. So today's topic is rest. Take some time to breathe in deep through the stomach and stretch out, everybody. Just get nice and stretched. Okay, and listen to the following. The times when we are most tired often coincide when we have the most on our plates. That means a lot to do. But when we are exhausted, we are not operating at our best. And even though it's difficult to find the time during our busy days, it's important that we take some time to relax, refresh, and revitalize. So again, take some time today to say to yourself, well, especially those that are working, I need to carve out at least 10 minutes each day to be calm and to be quiet and to relax. Maybe do some deep breathing and stretching. But that's what I would recommend to all of you, everybody. Take some time to do that. Now, our next song comes from the islands of Fiji. Okay. So let me do that. Let's see. Okay. All right, here we go, everybody. So this song is called Tu Kakemai. Okay. And this again is dedicated to our friends from Fiji. But the song basically talks about music. It talks about crises sometimes that happen, but it talks about coming together, joining and helping one another, and arise and shine, it says. Arise and shine and stand up, arise. That's what Tu Kakemai means, everybody. So this is, again, a song to hopefully motivate all of us to stand together, dedicated to our friends from the island of Fiji's. Everybody, all right. So here we go, everyone. Toso e mai mea mai vule tale mala, na vai katangi e rui o vinaka, tarala ia toa mataka le ahi, mea mai vule ni Tanamataka Leali Mela mai bude talimada Tu kake mata duna vini talimada Parai naka lebo tamayataka Karu tua rua lana yalana leali Mela mai bude talimada Tu kake mai Kake mai taru kabi tale mama Vaira naika le mo tamayataka Karu tua ua lana yawada le ai Uria mai na wakatangi Tu kake mai Hey, hey, again, Bula to all of our friends in Fiji. Tu kakemai, that means stand and arise and come together. We can do it, everybody. All right. Now, I've got another item to share with you, and then we're going to sing a song for you from the island of Hawaii. So, everybody, just keep relaxing and stretching and thinking about the following. Let me see. We have been talking about a number of different topics, but this particular topic we've been talking about is just taking time to reduce our stress and anxiety. So, this time we're going to talk about being kind to yourself. So, what does that mean? Well, it means the following: talk to yourself, okay? Talk about kindness, comforting words that you would use with somebody else, yeah, with a loved one. Sometimes we feel helpless, we feel hopeless, and sometimes we use harsh words towards ourselves or we condemn ourselves. But again, everybody, don't do that because it only brings you more stress and anxiety. Accept yourself. Nobody's perfect out there. So accept yourself. And again, you can do it, everybody. And another thing to do is to help others and forgive those who are unkind and think of others. Yeah, that's not easy because there's some folks that aren't too kind and they've offended us. But it doesn't help you to hold on to those feelings, everybody. Do your very best to let go. And like I said, if it's difficult, dial one of those numbers or go on the calhope.org live chat. Yeah, it's kind of fun to do that live chat there, everybody. All right. Well, this is another song which is good for reflection, and it talks about one of my favorite places, which is the ocean. Again, being a Pacific Islander raised in Long Beach, California, it wasn't like being on the island, but we were near the ocean, so I would go often, sometimes even go surfing. Okay, so here's a song for you, everybody, about the ocean. From Iz, the great ukulele artist. I saw you in my dream. We were walking hand in hand on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. We were playing in the sun. We were having so much fun on the white sandy beach of Hawaii. Sound of the ocean soothes my restless soul. Sound of the ocean rocks me all night long. Those hot long summer days, lying there in the sun, what a white sandy beach of Hawaii. Sound of the ocean soothes my restless soul. Sound of the ocean rocks me all night long. Last night in my dream, I saw your face again. We were there in the sun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. On a white sandy beach of Hawaii. All right, everybody. Yeah, I used to sing this over on Catalina Island, which is about an hour off of Long Beach, California. And we'd say the white sandy beach of Catalina. Yep, I hope this again is a song which helps you to reflect. And it was fun on Memorial Day. I went to Sunset Beach, which is just south of Seal Beach, just north of Huntington Beach and Bolsa Chica Beach. But it was interesting because, there weren't any waves. So I just sat on the beach. I enjoyed the ocean, said hello to the birds. They kind of give me that funny little human look. And it was fun. And I just reflected on the beauty of the ocean and I felt great. So take some time to do that. If you're not near an ocean, well, go visit a lake or watch it on YouTube. All right, friends. Well, I've got one more thing to share with you, and then we're going to close up with our final Aloha song. But we normally share this with you every week about school attendance because it's very, very important. And again, this is a program that tries to reach out again to all of our students and everybody out there. So let me just share this with you real quickly, and then we will finish up. But yes, this is our Enpine website, but you just come over here on attendance and click, and that takes you to the school attendance review team. And I think I mentioned we have a new member, Verna Castro has joined us. Also nice to hear from Sala Afalava this week. Yeah, good to hear from you. But again, another thing I wanted to share with you that, let me see. It's very interesting because remember during the pandemic, we had virtual education. We were doing everything on Zoom and other similar platforms. But again, it's very interesting because this was the way that we attended school in those days. So an article that I read said the authors compared attendance for in-person classes and virtual options that were available during the time of the pandemic, and found that in-person absenteeism among peers significantly increases a student's absenteeism with effects lasting up to 3 days, regardless of the achievement level of the student. Virtual absenteeism showed no similar impacts to attendance. So very interesting. But the next person that we want on our team, and so we're going to be recruiting, okay? Now there's Sharma and her team here, okay? But we also need a parent representative on our team. And I've always had a parent sit in. Now, sometimes other parents would come meet with the school attendance review team, and there was a parent that said, oh no, they're going to say something about me. But no, the parent said that this is a confidential meeting. They would not say anything about them or about the student, and it worked out very well. But the reason the parent was on the team was just to be able to relate better to basically to the parent, because again, the parent was surrounded by all these school people. It's kind of intimidating, huh? Yeah. But so that's a good idea. So any of you parents out there that have school-age children or have gone through the school system, it would be good to volunteer to be on the school attendance review team and say, I can relate. My child was like this or like that, and I am here to help. Well, friends, again, from the islands of Fiji, we say mothe, which means aloha or goodbye. And thanks to everybody out there. And we're going to finish up with our final aloha song. But let me put up our final slide so that we won't forget some of these things that I just said. All right, here we go. But we will be back again. Well, what is the date next week? The 13th. Yes, next week we will be back. The 20th and the 27th, I will not be here because I will be on vacation. And then the following week after that is, I think it's July the 4th. Well, that's okay. We can hopefully I'll be around then, but if not, I'll let you know. And again, after next week, we'll be here. After that, vacation. But again, join us tonight. We will be on Twitch at the Ohana Hawaiian Barbecue in Lakewood, California. Those of you that live in the LA area, come join us, 7 p.m. Pacific time, 5316 Clark Avenue. We will have a concert. We will teach ukulele, and we will have a great time tonight. And then our Lesona ukulele class will not happen this month, but we're going to do it tonight. So when you come tonight, we will do that. We'll do Lesona ukulele class again on July the 16th. All right. Well, good, everybody. Our final aloha song, but thanks for joining us. It's appreciated very much. Aloha from Hawaii. Adios from Guam, the Mariana Islands. Aloha from the Kingdom of Tonga. Haere from the Cook Islands. Haere from New Zealand and the Maori people. Aotearoa. Yahweh from the Marshall Islands. Mr. QB. Me'ikung from Palau. Mothe from Fiji. Nana from Tahiti. And Tofa from the islands of Samoa. Again, everybody, it is a pleasure to see all of you. And do me a favor, take some aloha to the world today. We need more. All right, everybody, take care. Aloha.